skipped it on Tuesday. People were mad at me. I skipped it due to time. We were trying to finish up before Hard Knocks started. I don't think Jake took any offense.
None whatsoever.
Right. I know that because we know each other very well. But either way, let's do the stress test, which I have already failed.
Yeah, so we have 10 multiple choice questions. We can do both of you guys. But I think we should... Okay, we'll do Hank, too. I have...
That's another great unintentional alpha by Jake right there.
Yep.
Whoops, I guess I just forgot about Hank.
Keep that same energy, people who are mad at me, to be mad at Jake for just walking all over Hank right there.
I apologize, Hank.
I just knew Jake. I just knew that Jake, when we ask him to do something, he will do it, and he will do 110% of it. I knew that he had spent a considerable amount of time preparing for the stress test. And I'm also interested to see.
We were going to do it.
Yeah,
we were running out of time.
I'm interested to see what Jake thinks that a stress test is, because I think when we talked about the stress test, we may have been doing it under the idea of like a John Taffer bar rescue stress test where they see what you can handle.
No, this is pretty boring and standard, but I think if we put it in the mind of football only, what football only has affected you. So every question has the options never, almost never, sometimes, fairly often, or very often. So it'll be the same answers every time. So in the last season...
Wait, let me write that down. So I don't forget. Always?
No, it's never, almost never, sometimes, fairly often, very often.
I'm going to get tripped up with almost never and sometimes.
Sometimes.
Okay. That's like
basically
medium rare.
What are the other
1 to 5. Basically 1 to 5.
What are the other two? All right, can we just do 1 to 5?
Yeah.
So 1 is most stressed, 5 is least stressed.
Well,
1 is no, 1 is never. 5 is
is
always.
Very often. Yeah. This is All right.
5 is
always.
Always.
Very often.
Got it. Got it.
In the last season, how often have you been upset because of something that happened unexpectedly?
5.
Football only.
5.
That's an easy 5.
So we're going to get a score 1 to 40 of how stressed you are at the end of these 10.
Okay.
So I feel like you guys might have identical tests.
Yeah, no, let's just do one test. Yeah. All of us together. We'll decide if we have a debate about any of them.
Okay. In the last season, how often have you felt that you were unable to control important things in your life? Football only.
4.5?
I'm going to say 3.
Well, last year was COVID year too, so there was a lot.
Oh yeah, no, that's a good point. There was a lot out of our control.
Last year was like I'm just glad to be here year.
4?
Yeah, we can call it a 4.
Okay, so fairly often.
When you're in the NFC East, it's pretty easy to like just let things happen and you end up on top.
Yeah, I think this one's easy. How often have you felt nervous and stressed?
5.
Yeah. You guys are going to have a high score, I think. Felt confident.
Oh, no, duh.
Felt confident about your ability to handle your personal problems.
I'd say it's a 3.
I think that my personal problems are my football problems during football season. So, yeah.
What's 3 again?
Sometimes.
3.
Yeah, sure. 3.
All
right. Question 5. Felt that things were going your way.
5. Never.
So 1.
No,
1.
Yeah.
1 is never.
Things were going my way.
I feel like Hank had a pretty good season.
He did.
No, the Patriots stunk.
Yeah. This is
I guess
football
betting.
only, not gambling.
No, it's both. It's both.
Yeah, like
The
they're all
big
intertwined.
The Bears made the playoffs last year.
Yeah, they had to invent a new playoff game just so we could get embarrassed on Nickelodeon. 1.
So never. Question 6. How often have you found that you could not cope with all the things you had to do?
Not cope.
4.
4.
Yeah.
Because we still did the show.
Yeah, 4.
Okay. Been able to control irritations in your life?
Never.
2.
2.
Almost
2's
never?
fine. Yeah, almost never.
Yeah, irritations like we did.
I have to watch games with Big Cat. I feel like that's...
I have to watch games with Hank.
No, I'm saying... no, it's not bad for me. I'm saying for you.
Okay, so almost never.
Yes.
It's out of your control.
Correct.
How
Hank
often have
shows
you
up,
felt that
fourth
you were
quarter, I got every bet that's winning, you got every bet that's losing kind of feel.
Yeah. How often have you felt that you were on
then it
top of
switches.
things?
Yeah.
On top of things?
On top of things.
2? You
Almost
always?
never? Almost
For football?
never?
Oh.
Football only. We're on top of it all.
Football only.
On top of things, yeah.
Sorry, no, but think about like
wait.
everything that goes on. Like, do you think that you're paying attention to like keeping in touch with friends, doing all like?
No,
I'd say
but
it's
football
like 3.
only.
Football only. How
When you're sitting in there watching Red Zone,
right?
Say the question again.
But
how often have you felt that you were on top of things?
Football only,
No.
I think it's a 5.
No.
Chaos, right?
There's 5 is
There's always Well, 5 is very often.
No, definitely not very often. Dude, when there's 6 games,
you guys always talk
on,
about a game that you're like, are you sure that game happened?
Yeah, and I'm like, hey, keep an eye on that. And then I'm like, why didn't anyone keep an eye on that? That over's going to die.
The afternoon games are where we get really thrown off on this because there are like 2 weeks a year where they give us 6 games, or it feels like all the games. So I'm gonna say 3 because
I say 2.
If it's a normal schedule, it's good. If it's one of these fucked up schedules, then it's much more difficult.
But I'm thinking, think about just when we get to the witching hour. You're not on top of everything. There's no way
if it was
any
Scott,
of us.
If it was Scott Hansen on the TV.
Yeah, 2. I think 2 is
almost
2.
never.
I actually like Siciliano.
All right, what's 3 again?
Sometimes.
All right, fine. Go 3.
All right, sometimes. 2 more. The penultimate question: how often have you been angered because of things that happened that were out of your control?
5. 6.
Always.
Lastly,
always.
How often have you felt difficulties were piling up so high that you could not overcome them?
6. Give that one a 6.
No, that's probably a 3.
That you couldn't.
Difficulties piling up that you can't overcome. We always overcome.
In football?
We always overcome.
I don't know. I feel
because at the end of the day,
if you guys have a bad betting day, you come in here, you do the podcast.
Yeah, we always overcome.
That's true, but in the moment when I'm watching the early slate,
but you bounce back for the late slate.
Even one loss, even if I go like 5-1 during one part of the afternoon,
maybe we deviate here because I always bounce back. Get off the mat.
Well, you say 1.
I never lay down on the mat.
You say 5 and you say 3.
I
so
wallow.
Agree at 4.
I wallow in my pity.
Hey, yeah, but you eventually get off the mat. Like
eventually.
Say the question one more time.
How often have you felt difficulties were piling up so high that you could not overcome them?
You can always overcome PFT.
I know.
You're not giving yourself enough credit.
But sometimes you feel like you can't.
But you always overcome.
Sometimes you feel like you can't.
I agree with you about the momentary feeling, but you always show up. You always get back up. You hit you're never down for 10 the 10 count.
We'll give it a 3 point.
So 3.
3.1415.
You don't give yourself enough credit.
Yeah.
You got resilience. You got grit.
All right. You guys out of 40 have a stress score of 31. That's high.
Okay.
And that's preseason.
Yes.
What's good?
Hey, probably under 20.
Okay. Not a great
We'll
baseline.
do one midseason and postseason.
Yeah.
It's going to be even more. It's going to be off the chart.
31 out of 40
Yes.
stress score. So preseason. There we go.
Yeah, I mean this. So the reason why we started this is because you said that when I said we both said a few months ago that it's harder to watch football than play football.
More stressful. Yeah.
And that is
which is true.
It's true. We just proved it.
Wait.
Our
so
original thesis.
If you go back and you read through these questions, I'm going to pretend like I'm. Let's just say I'm CeeDee Lamb. Okay, I'm a wide receiver. I play on the Dallas Cowboys. Ask me some of those. Just pick a couple questions at random.
All right. Felt that you were unable to control important things in your life.
1.
Yeah.
Because all these questions, they can actually affect.
They can control.
The change.
Yeah.
Me as a viewer, I can't.
Right.
I really can't control. I'm at the whims of the gods.
Although I do think Matt Nagy would probably have just as much stress because he can't control anything.
That's true.
So how often does CeeDee Lamb feel nervous and stressed?
I don't think he does because he's like, I'm going to go out there and just be really fast and awesome.
Yeah. See, this is the thing.
Yeah,
this just actually
they control it.
It proves that watching football is by a factor of 10 more difficult than playing football.
They are the operator of the roller coaster. We're just so long for the ride. Mm-hmm. So we proved our point.
Yeah. I think
you're
right.
Okay.
I'd like to see one of them trade positions with us for a weekend.
They couldn't do it.
Don't think so.
They couldn't do it.
No.